I don't give out refunds, I don't give out deeds, and I don't give out keys. So, okay, 2023 new auction video, how to buy a house at the auction. Okay, you've got questions, I've got answers. I see all your comments. I see all. You need a new updated video, so here it is. Let's go. Okay, so let's jump right in, y'all. What is the number one question I get? Number one question, hands down. Where do you find auction properties? Number one question. So let me answer this. This is where I would look if I were looking for auction properties. Okay, so honestly, when it comes to looking up auction properties, there's probably about 3 sites that I go to personally. These will not be the same 3 sites for you, okay? It's going to depend where you live, what county you live in. I'm always going to look for public notices, okay? Okay, so for an example, I'm just going to do Nashville. So if whatever county you live in or where you want to buy auctions, put in the county name. So it's Davidson County Public Notice. I put that in, and then a bunch of sites popped up, but Tennessee Ledger is the correct one for Nashville. Clicked on it, and there it is. It popped up all their public notices, all their foreclosures. They file every Friday. I'll link the site below, but there you go. I'll probably go to auction.com, and then, ooh, I got a good one for you. Okay, now the last site, you're welcome as soon as I give this to you, because most people don't know about it. It updates every 5 minutes. So if you live in Georgia, Texas, Arizona, California, Tennessee, Mississippi, or if you're interested in buying auction properties from these states, you guys check out this site. Listed it below. Save it, bookmark it. I'm about to walk you through it real quick. You're welcome. Okay, guys, so once you get on the site, scroll all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Keep scrolling. Now, right there, you see where it says postponement. Click on that. Scroll all the way to the bottom of this, okay? And it's going to pull up Google Sheets. And they post auctions every single week. There's all the cities and counties and states that they have listed. Y'all go on there. They put out a new schedule every Friday, so bookmark this site. It tells you the opening bids, it tells you the addresses, it tells you what time the auction is. So anybody new to this, watching this, if you are buying at the auction, okay, you are probably not going to be able to see the inside of the property. So this might not even be for you, all right? You might want an REO, real estate owned by the bank, that's been winterized. You can find them on Zillow. They're in the MLS. Just put REO. That might be your lane, okay? This might not be your lane. You guys, now that I've kind of put you up on where to find the properties, you got to get organized, okay? Get organized. Start a spreadsheet. Y'all, all the seasoned investors have spreadsheets, okay? They put the address, put a description, put the proposed auction date. Auctions get postponed all the time, okay? Postponed and canceled, 2 different things. So make sure to keep track of the postponement date, okay? So you also, you guys, if you are not in the county or the city where the property is, have somebody drive by the property, y'all. Y'all, somebody needs to lay eyes on the property. Do not rely on Google, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. Do not rely on these sites, okay? Because you will purchase a pile of dirt, or you will purchase a burnout. You know, y'all, give them some gas money, you know what I mean? And have them drive by the property to make sure it is there before you bid. Okay, let me get this question out the way real quick. Ashley, are you at the courthouse? You guys, I am absolutely at the courthouse, on the courthouse steps. I know there's that, everybody's like, I
hear about people they auctioning off foreclosures at the courthouse steps. Is it really the courthouse steps?
Y'all, it's really the courthouse steps. Okay, so I only accept 2 forms of payment. Okay, I've said this. If you have watched any of my videos, you know what I'm about to say. cash and cashier's checks. Those are the only forms of payment that I take at the auction. It's got to be certified funds.
What about proof of funds? What about my 401k? What about if I got a deposit?
Can I bring some and then wait 24 hours and bring some more?
Certified funds, cashier's check and cash in the full amount. I need it as soon as the auction is over. Okay, I don't know how else I can say that. As soon as the auction is over, I need the full amount in certified funds. Okay, it could be 5,000, it could be 500,000, it could be 5 million. Okay, I need the full amount.
I'll be like, but Ashley, how are we supposed to know how much money to bring?
Y'all gotta figure that out. Look at your spreadsheet. You drive by the property, see how much you're willing to pay for the property, okay? See how much you're willing to pay. How much ever you're willing to pay for that property, that's how much money you need to bring to the auction, okay? Planning on buying multiple properties, get multiple cashier's checks, okay, you guys? In increments. That means here's a $100,000 cashier check just for, I think it's right side up. Okay, $100,000. Oh, y'all get the point, okay? It's $100,000. You can get a cashier's check for $100,000. One cashier's check. Or you could get, this is 25. That looks like 20. You could get 4 of these. We're going back to basic math, right? Because 4 of these equals this, right? 425,000 equals 100,000. So you're planning on buying multiple properties, get increments, okay? The winning bid is, let's say, $50,000, okay? $50,000, and you come into the auction with this. You're going to have to wait on a refund in the mail. I don't give out refunds at the auction, okay? You're going to wait on a $50,000 refund to come to you in the mail, okay? Deeds and refunds come in the mail. But if you got increments, you could give me 2 of these, and you don't have a $50,000 refund waiting for you in the mail. Y'all feel me? Make the cashier's checks payable to yourself, or whoever. If it's an LLC, your investment name, whatever you're buying the property in, make the cashier's checks payable to yourself. If you win the bid, you will flip it over. We've all written a check before, I think. If you win the bid, flip it over. You will make it payable to the trustee. You ask the auctioneer who is the trustee. Ask the auctioneer who to make it payable to. They might have a stamp. They might just stamp the back of it for you. Keep it pushing, okay? If you don't win the auction, okay, all you got to do is go back to your bank and put it right back in your bank account. Because why? It's made out to you. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, like, at the auction, are there extra fees that they have to pay after, like, over the bid? You guys, at the trustee sale, that's what I do. The winning bid is the only amount of money you have to pay. If the winning bid is $50,000, I only want $50,000. I don't know what they're doing at other places, okay? I don't know if they charging y'all like a registration fee or a buyer's premium fee. Some auctions do that. You got to read the fine print. Terms and conditions. Read all of that. It's only one person at the auction. They can get it for $50,001. You get it for $1 over if you're the only person at the auction, at the trustee sales, okay? When you get there, this is something else we should mention. I'll have a clipboard. Whoever is there, the auctioneer, probably have a clipboard. All you got to do is give them, it'll ask for the vesting name. The vesting name is what you want the deed to be made out to, okay? It could be you, I'm Ashley Pickens. Or it could be your LLC, your business name. It could be Ashley Pickens Investments, LLC. That is the vesting name, okay? It'll probably ask the bidder name. The bidder name and the vesting name don't have to be the same. So that's it, and an address, because they need to know where to send your refund and your deed, okay? Side note, I don't have refunds, deeds, or keys. I don't have any of that, okay? So no refunds, no deeds, no keys. Ashley, how am I supposed to get in the property? You better call a locksmith, or you better crawl through that window. I'm definitely going to have to make a video, a separate video about this, but let's touch on it real quick because this is the other most asked question that I get. Title search. Title search. Title search. How do you do one? Okay, first, y'all, I'm not a title search expert, okay? But so you definitely need to go to the Register of Deeds office, their website. So you got to find that first of all, the state site, okay? So I'm absolutely looking for like second liens, okay? Or I'm looking for lien release. So that means that the original lien has been released and maybe this might be the only lien on the house, okay? There's different types of liens, okay? So after the foreclosure sale, after the auction, most of the liens fall off. Not all of them, okay? Keep that in mind. So, real quick, because it's happening here in Memphis, but the Homeowners Association, your HOA, yes, they can foreclose on you for not paying your fees. So pay your fees. These liens can take priority over a first position mortgage in a foreclosure. And we all know who is going to get their money. The IRS. Yes, the IRS has the power to force the sale of your property. And I'm not talking about property taxes. I'm talking about W-2 1099. But again, it'll be different depending on where you live. And a lot of these rural counties, their websites aren't up to date. A lot of times you got like in Mississippi, you got to go to the office. Like it's not online. You can't really just type it in and it pull up. They are just not in 2023 with the rest of us. You might have to pay. I think in Nashville, Davidson County, you got to pay to access their files. Okay. So just know some sites you might have to pay. Make sure it's the legit site. Y'all don't be giving your money to these scammers. Okay. So, because scammers gonna scam. So yes. The previous homeowner can come back and claim their property, okay? If they usually have to pay the amount owed, you know, and any fees that go along with that to redeem the property. So depending on what state you live in, okay, the owner can come back and redeem the property. I've heard you will get your money back, like you'll get a refund of what you paid at the auction, but just know it can happen. Each state has different laws. You guys, I'll put up a website or a link where you can go check your state right of redemption rules, okay? A fun fact, when you buy at the trustee sales, if there are back owed taxes on the property, your bid does not cover the taxes, okay? So that's part of your due diligence. When you're looking at the title, when you're driving by, go to your tax assessors, tax lookup. I'll show you where I go. And see if there are any taxes owed on that property. Because a lot of times if they haven't paid the mortgage, they ain't paid them taxes. Okay? So another thing, you guys. Go to the auction is open to the public. I'm at the courthouse. I'm literally outside. You guys, I'm outside. Okay? Auction.com is usually like in a conference room in a hotel. You can still go. You can go and see what it's like before you actually bid. You don't have to bid when you go. Think about that. It's plenty of people who go to the auction, the opening bid is too high, and then they end up not bidding. Okay, so don't feel like if you go you got to spend some money, because you don't. Okay, you can go and look and observe and fill it out and see what it's like before you actually go, which I recommend that you do. Go see where the parking is. Okay, find out where you're gonna park. Find out where the auction is. You guys, I'm at the courthouse in Shelby County. There's 6 different entrances to the courthouse. Okay, so go figure out which one is where the auction is going to take place. Okay, go and see who the auctioneer is, see where it's at, see how many people are there, how quickly it gets bid up. Again, here in Shelby County, we usually bid up by hundreds. Okay, so if it's like opening bid is 50,000, most people will be like plus 100 or plus 300, but it's usually up in hundreds. Go and see. I don't know, in California y'all might be doing like thousands, you know what I mean, 10,000. Okay, so be on time, you guys. Be early. You got to find a it's not just the auction going on there. Okay, I'm at the courthouse. Y'all know what go on at court. You know how many people go to court. I live in Memphis. find you a parking spot. You might have to pay and you might have to walk. So find out where you're going to park and be early, okay? Because if the auction starts at 11, y'all, I'm reading at 11, okay? Especially if I have multiple auctions to do that day. I'm reading at 11 and whoever is there is there. Okay. So when you get there, again, don't assume what you think the auctioneer is going to look like, okay? But you can ask. You know, I'm very open. It's usually somebody standing there. The auctioneer usually has like a clipboard. I have a clipboard. If you see people huddled in areas, because I'm not yelling, okay? So first, I'm not yelling, like, because think about it, y'all. It's the auction. People are standing up there with certified funds. I'm not trying to let and I'm at the courthouse. I'm not trying to let the world know, you know, everybody over here got $50,000 in their pocket. You feel me? Okay, guys. So I think that is it for my updated 2023 how to buy a house at the auction. If this was helpful, I know it was helpful. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, do all the things. If you have any questions, leave them below. You guys know where to find me. I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. If you come to the auction and you see me, you know, come up to me. I always say this, you guys, I'm friendly. Come up to me. All is good. I will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. If you are not in Memphis, you guys just comment below. You know, hit me. I got you. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.